Hey everyone, so, yeah, hi guys. Today I'm going to be doing that was so random. I'm going to be doing a chit chat video. This is going to be my third one I think I've made in this series. I think this will be my first time showing you guys my new hair, so I did get my hair done. It's really short, as you guys can I don't know, you can't even see the little bun. Basically it's still like here. So it's a little too short right now for what I wanted it to be, but it's okay, like it'll grow out. And it's kind of like the way it just kind of looks weird right now, like I need to wash it. So that's why I have it up today, so I just had to do like an updo. But you guys can kind of see the color. I mean, I just got it, it's called like balayage. So I got like darker at the top and then it goes lighter at the bottom, just because my roots are a lot darker and they just grow out really dark. So I decided to try and like get rid of that by just getting a darker color basically, like as my base. Which matches, as you guys can see, it matches my eyebrows like creepishly perfectly, which is because that is basically like the actual color of my hair now, which is so weird. But yeah, so anyways, on to today's video. So the chit chat is something that has been really requested, and it's basically going to be about college, applying to colleges, like the end of high school, moving to new places, saying goodbye to like all your friends and your family and just like all that kind of stuff, like starting new, like how do you start new, how do you make friends, like what do you do? I think what I want to do for every video now is I'm gonna I already have the topic of my next chit chat. I don't have the topic of my like next one, so definitely comment down below which like any topics you guys would like me to discuss, because a lot of you guys requested this one. And then I will go ahead and ask you guys in the end to like put any like any questions you have for the next chit chat down below, like in the comments, because then I can like answer some of your guys' specific questions instead of me just talking as well. So, but for this chit chat, so yeah, college is a very weird thing. It's really exciting, but at the same time, when I was in high school and I was applying to colleges, I basically was so scared and I was like, I'm not gonna get in anywhere. I've always been kind of like an average student, and I'm like not at all embarrassed to admit that. So for me, it's like I think there's a lot more to life than high school and the grades you get in high school and the work you do. I mean, for me, I was working really hard. I was doing everything I could. But at the same time, I want to have my friends. Like I was 17, 18 years old. But, because of that, obviously, I was afraid. I'm always the type of person who's very realistic, and I also kind of tell myself, like, I kind of make myself expect the worst, just because then if the best does, like something better happens, then I'm like happily surprised. But if the worst thing does happen, I already kind of thought about it, which is not a very positive outlook. I shouldn't really be like that, but I just kind of am. I just kind of imagine, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? So for me, it was like, I'm not going to get into any college. What would I do if I didn't get into any college? Basically. But anyways, I'm getting way off topic, but the point of this whole ramble that I just had right there is that you may think that, you know, oh, I'm not going to get into any colleges, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it's not as bad as you think. For me, I got into every college I applied to, which was kind of surprising to me, but I think I was just underestimating myself a lot. But what I did, which is a really good idea, a really good tip, is to apply to, okay, so like apply to higher colleges that are kind of out of your reach, you think maybe not that realistic, but like it's like a goal or whatever, and then apply to kind of medium colleges that you'd be okay with going to, that, you know, they have your major, they have what you're looking for, you like the place, they're just kind of like on your level with everything. And then apply to some really, you know, safety backup colleges, which of course would be colleges that you know no matter what you're gonna get into, and they're really easy to get into, and you just know that, like, okay, if I don't get into any college, I'll probably get into one of these in that like list. And it's funny because I had no idea about going to Europe at this point. I was pretty much set for staying in like the US. But my major is purchasing, like fashion purchasing, which was so hard to find that major at like any schools. So I basically had to pick my schools depending on my major. So I only picked schools that had my major, obviously, because I knew exactly what I want to do. So it's kind of very limited for me. I think I applied to 6 different colleges because there was just no other, like, there was no other schools that had my major. If you don't know what major you want I would apply to a college depending on if you like that college and like depending on things that interest you. Yeah, but what's really funny is in America, it's so not normal for kids to take a year off, like between high school and college. In Europe, it's so normal. I think like half of my friends at my uni, they're like older than me because they took a year off between high school and college. So a lot of my friends took a year off to work or to travel and all that stuff, which I think is great. And I feel like none of my friends that I know, I think maybe one or something, has done that, because everyone in the US is just expected kind of, okay, like after high school you go straight to college, which is such a weird concept, because I feel like if you don't know what you want to do, like what major you want to do, why not take a year off instead of, or like work or something, instead of just forcing yourself onto a major that you're not really that interested in. So yeah. But anyways, I applied to all those colleges, and then my mom showed me this school here in Denmark that looked really interesting, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna go there, that's weird, whatever. But then I ended up applying anyways. And the thing is, with the school in Denmark, you apply a lot later. So I applied in around, I think it was even like March, I think it was, yeah. And I wouldn't get a reply back until I think it was June. Or July, sorry, July. So I was so scared because obviously I couldn't say yes to all the colleges here, or like in America. I couldn't say yes to all the colleges in America, because if I did, then I would have to pay like the admission fee, blah, 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 that I like, you know what I mean? Like you have to pay those like $300, $400. And you don't get those back if you end up not going there, and I just didn't want to waste that money. So I literally, I knew that I really wanted to go to the school in Europe, and so I based all my chances on getting into that one school, and if I didn't get into that school, I would not have anywhere to go for the next year, which I was so scared of. I had like breakdowns all the time because I was just like, oh my God, like I really don't want to take a break. I didn't want to take a break then because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I just wanted to get started and move on from where I was living, blah, 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 like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, luckily I got in, so everything was okay, but I can just tell you guys, I was so scared that whole time. And it just really taught me to not underestimate myself so much, you know. Don't be so scared. There's always backup plans. Like if I hadn't gotten in, I probably would have traveled or worked or something. There's always things that you can do. So I just wouldn't stress. I would just, yeah. And I feel like you shouldn't take any pressure from any of your family or friends on like where to go. You should choose it all depending on your choice and where you want to go. Yeah. Anyways, let's discuss starting new and starting at like a new college and all that kind of stuff, because it's really is different. Like it is scary. So basically, I spent my whole summer with all my friends and my boyfriend and stuff in California, which was so great. And then I came here in like around, I think it was August, and my school started September 1st. And we didn't have any kind of orientation. Our orientation was like the first 3 days of our school. So the first 3 days, instead of having classes, we kind of did like activities with the people in our school. So we had no kind of orientation. I didn't know anyone at all, so it was, yeah, really weird. And I didn't live exactly where my school like is or was or whatever, so I had no one around me like that was from my school. I don't know, it was just really new. So I literally went into the first day completely blinded, like I knew no one. And my best tip is just say hi to everyone, literally. That is how I made like all my friends. You know what I mean? Like I think throughout high school and really this first year, or like this around when I was 18, I started really learning more about how to not care so much what others think and just to be myself and to talk to people and not be so shy. And so I'm the type of person, like if I am in a situation where I don't know anyone at all, like it's completely new and I know that it's new for everyone else, I will go like say hi to people and introduce myself and make friends, whatever, because I know that like everyone is in the same situation. It's a lot harder, of course, if you're coming to somewhere where all the people know each other already, because then you're kind of like, should I go say hi? Like, what am I gonna do? But like in this situation for college, I feel like most people don't know each other. So I think just say hi to someone, start a conversation. This is literally how I came into the room and we all sat down like next to each other. I introduced myself to all the people like sitting around me right away. I was just like, hi, you know, I'm Sarah, I'm from blah, 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 like where are you from? Whatever. And then we went to another room with more people, and like on the way I started saying hi to people. I said hi to my best friend Tara, who I'm like now best friends with, and I just said hi to her when I was walking next to her. And I don't know, like what if I hadn't done that? Like I might not have been friends with her, I don't know. So I would just suggest just say hi to everyone and start a conversation, ask them where they're from, about their family, whatever you can. Just be open and don't be so shy and like too scared to talk to people. So for me, obviously, I moved to a completely new place as well, which I think most of you guys will do, and it is really hard saying goodbye to your friends and family when you do go to college, but I definitely think that just keeping in touch, even some of me and my friends, like my best friend Laura, we don't talk like every single day, but I know when I go back it's gonna be exactly the same because we just have that type of friendship. So I just wouldn't worry too much about that, because I think if the friendship isn't like strong enough and important enough to you, you will keep in contact with those people. And yeah, so I definitely wouldn't stress too much about that. And I don't know about moving out from your parents' house. I do still live with my parents actually, but I am moving out in less than a month. But again, I feel like especially at college, even though I'm living in an apartment that's not even associated with my college technically, all my friends live near me, and I think that it's like, even though you don't live with your parents, you still have this little family, and it's just like your friends now instead of your parents, which I think is really cool. So I even go, like, I make dinner with my friends all the time at night, and like we go to the grocery store together when I'm there, like all that kind of stuff. So just having friends is really important. They're kind of like your family now when you're not with your parents. And I don't know, like we always get through everything together. I'd definitely say college has been so amazing for me. It's basically been like starting completely new. I really didn't enjoy high school. I think I've told you guys that many times in my videos. I just love college. It's so less cliquey, yeah. I don't know, everyone is just so much more open-minded, I feel like, and no one is like, no one has this kind of, you know, vibe of like, I'm better than you or you're better, you know what I mean? Like, no one is like that. I feel like everyone's on the same level. Everyone treats each other the same, and I just really enjoy that because I hated how it was like that in high school. I just think it's so ridiculous. I've never understood that at all. I don't get it. Like, I feel like no one is better than anyone else, and everyone is exactly the same, and you should treat each other the same way, and everyone can be friends with whoever they want. Yeah, so that too, and also I think in college I've learned even more to be picky about who I spend my time with. I have friends that I hang out with a lot that I really, really enjoy. And if you guys have any like extra questions that I did not answer in this video, definitely leave it down below, because I can answer it in my next chit chat or something like that, because I'm sure I might have missed something that you guys really wanted that was specific. So for my next chit chat, I wanted to talk about traveling and places that I want to go, and just places that just like all about traveling basically. Yeah, like everything about traveling. So if you guys have any kind of questions about traveling, just ask me in the comments below, and I will like specifically answer like all the questions. I think just overall, don't stress so much about college. I think people make it into such a big deal, like, oh my god, like this is like what your whole life has been made for. Like, if you don't get into a college after high school right away, like, I don't know, it's just so very like, this is the only important thing in your life, and there's just so much more to life than just school. And nowadays in our society, there's so many more ways to, a lot of people don't even go to college. There's so many opportunities. Education is not important, because I do feel like to a level it is important. But there's a lot of people who are successful without going to school, so I don't think, just don't stress so much about it, and yeah. Just take it slowly, be true to yourself, pick what you want to do, pick where you want to go. Don't go somewhere because your best friend's going there. Go where you want to go. I'm sure you will make new friends, and that's pretty much it. So, okay, it's way too long now, but I love you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and all my social media down below. I'm always active on there. But I think that's pretty much it for this video, so I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys!